Long-tenured coaches at the high school level have become a rarity in recent seasons, but Franklin Regional Football has been the exception, with Greg Botta patrolling the sidelines for nearly 30 years. However, the longtime head coach finally retired this offseason, opening the door for former offensive coordinator Lance Getsy to take over the program. Franklin Regional will look to bounce back after a rare absence of the playoffs in 2020. Getsy inherits a team that went 4-3, but won just twice in Big East Conference play. The Panthers must also replace their starting quarterback, top 3 rushers, and top 3 receivers. One of the notable returners at the skill positions is senior Caden Smith, a 3-sport standout who plays receiver and safety. What have you seen so far from Coach Getsy?
Coach Getsy he's a real great guy. He's bringing a lot of good stuff to the program, and he's bringing a lot of new coaches in, which is really good for our guys, having a little bit of a change and bringing a lot more intensity, especially with HEDAC and camp, like right around the corner. We're basically in it, and it's bringing the guys together and letting us build new relationships with our new coaches and getting us all together. It's fun.
In addition to a new head coach, so many of the skill position guys have moved on due to graduation. You are one of the holdovers at receiver. So what's your role going to be this year?
I'm going to try and be as much as a leader as I can to the younger guys that are coming in for receiver and DB too. But we have a lot of seniors also for DB that just haven't got their opportunity yet, and I'm really looking forward to see what they can do because they're all really good players and they just haven't got their opportunity yet. So it should be an exciting season.
Who will be throwing to Smith remains a question mark, as brothers Connor and Logan Donnelly and Roman Sarnik are all vying for the starting position. Other players looking to carve out roles on offense include running backs Tyler and Zach Buska and receiver Maddox Morrison. The Panthers do return some talent on the line, led by senior two-way standout Josh Pelusi. There's going to be a lot of players getting valuable snaps this year that maybe weren't key contributors a year ago. Who are some players that you think could really make their mark in 2021?
There's a lot of freshmen coming up, like Davola, that's showing a lot of promise on the D-line. There's guys like Sinclair, who was on the offensive line, who will now be moving over to defense and going both ways. So he's a big contributor to the line.
Linebacker Garrett Deller will anchor a defense that allowed just more than 26 points per game last year. With 4 playoff berths in the conference, FR must contend with favorites Gateway and Penn Trafford, Woodland Hills, Greater Latrobe, and Connellsville area. And although Greg Botta has stepped aside, his presence will still be felt this season.
Coach Botta was a great guy. There's a lot of principles you could bring over to the next coaching staff, but he was a big advocate of discipline, and discipline wins football games. So I think that's one of the biggest aspects we need to carry forward.
Unlike previous seasons in which Franklin Regional would utilize a second scrimmage, they will play a Week 0 game this year, going against the neighboring Plum Mustangs to kick off the 2021 season.